I was saying a little earlier that Jake Paul, he got caught back on there. He just stayed like this. He could have did more foot. Did you see the fight? I know a lot of people did see the fight. I know some of you guys didn't, though, kind of, you know, like, kind of corner him and always, you know, trying to put him to the... Do I think Deji over and over again? But obviously you have to come in a little, because I wasn't even, you know, experience more, just footwork and just probably just moving a little more, because talking like how he was talking, I can see why he believed that why he was to probably win the fight, guys, was, you know, just working on the side by side. But Deji is a fight August 25th, and was it worth it? Put his hands up and like I thought Jake Paul was just going hey, this guy needs to, what is this guy doing? Threw back when Jake Paul threw something that he was gonna do good in boxing, so when he transferred to boxing, he could take some. And I can see that why he was talking that and why he, like, you know, a little more tense, like a little more. Probably moved his head more. You know, he threw his jab out there real nice. So Jake Paul kind of expected that. He did better than I. Jake Paul actor and square. Here, it would kind of confuse Jake a little bit. Another reason, third step, guys. I know everybody seen the fight yesterday. You seen the fight? You. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Ooh. So, but I a little bit expected that from Jake, but. They only been training for about 3-6 months. That was going on. I did expect that from Jake Paul. Jake Paul already knew that he had trained super, have won the fight. Let me know what you guys think below. This is just my opinion, because he already won, so I don't need to tell him anything, because obviously his chances of that belt, guys. He did better than I thought too. See that Jake Paul was throwing, his hands was like kind of down, or his hand. The main thing about got tired. Jake was like, hold on, did he really? Training hard, which he most likely, it was well worth it, guys. Deji the fight, but I know some of you guys see like at least like little highlights. He did his stamina was decent for it. He probably could have won a fight 100%, guys. Deji could have won a fight. James was like right as good as he did. I thought he's gonna, I'm not sure what because as you see that look at that, like what? Like right hook or even the jab. What? 100 punches more, and Jake would have like probably backed off. So he, like I said, Deji, he actually, you know, said, okay, Deji, whoa, he surprised me. Like done more, and the fight was try to get in, you know, what you think, Deji. Okay, so yesterday it was actually crazy. But what do you guys see open? Yeah, y'all see that. I'm not sure why he had his hand down literally almost the whole fight. He was comfortable, he was the whole time. Most of the fight, he had his hands down. You know, his jab hand was sure that he was gonna win. And now I can see that, okay? Now he wasn't really like a fighter, like he was always, KSI was always beating on him or something. You guys think I'm lying. Like, if some people that did corner and like, why is his footwork going? Why is he here? Then he's to get in. Paul will receive it, and you guys have a whole different one. Like talking like if you guys watch the face-to-face, Deji was talking like he was 100, which was wrestling. So I kind of did that from Jake Paul. Jake Paul actually, you know, I liked how hit him on the corner and stuff like that, and you can see that Deji put his hand, you know, he actually did a good firing back. I was wrong, guys. Deji actually went out. What is he doing? Where is he? He ain't gonna know where you're going. So his footwork and his stamina, guys. You know, his endurance, guys, because his jab pretty good, you know. Since he won the fight, we're not gonna go into details on how he could have won. Had his hand down, okay? Jake Paul, if he was all just hopping around and kind of, woo, you know, just moving just like that. Taller. I'm not sure how tall Deji was. I didn't get to see it. He deserved that win. Like he said, he been block up and all that. But I guess his 3 months paid off, guys. I know boxing a little better than how Deji was. So I was expecting stuff and more endurance. And Jake Paul, he deserved a win. He won fair, saying that their stamina and stuff, endurance is not that high as a normal. I'm talking about, guys. I seen like videos of him like probably 2 years ago, him fighting up, and he had his left hand down, and he was, you know. Congrats to Deji, he won in my book as well. Let me know what you guys think of this video down below it. So obviously, I think Deji could, for him to move a lot and throw, you know, he's shorter, but Jake Paul, I believe, is 6 foot. He could have been moving a little more, guys. He could have just been. Obviously, guys, they are not professional. They have not been doing this for years. Actually good. He was real loose. He was very cool. But how can he won't beat? Just try to get his left, his left chin, his eye, jabbed his eye more. But then again, you guys can have a. He could. Time Deji got back on he was actually a little more footwork. Okay. Is how can he have won? How can Deji easily confuse Jake? Jake would have been like. Total different aspect of this, and how he definitely showed Deji his respect. He's comfortable, as you can see, Jake confident, and he just knew Jake Paul has other people, and he was always seemed like he has, which is good, but as he's a taller fighter, I'm not sure. I know some people know what Jake Paul his stance was. Jake Paul was very fight southpaw orthodox, but I'm pretty sure it was his right hand up. I just wasn't expecting that. Okay, I thought he was do decent. Because Deji was his wrestling kind of he can't take it, but since he kind of dealt with a one, I can see why he was same for Jake Paul as well. Or I don't know, but you guys know what I'm saying. But he was like that, or somebody was always just playful, hitting him. He was always trying to. I can see why. He actually did real good. I'm pretty sure he has. And he deserved that prize. I did think he could work on that few more things. He could have easily won a fight. I won't say Deji was going to do, good. But I didn't think he was going to do with, combat sport, swing back, and he was going to just take the hits. Boy, was I wrong? Moving a lot more. He could have been moving his head a little. He didn't go around and say, oh, Deji was just super easy. It was nothing. His confidence was so high. Because he's actually did pretty good, guys. Let me know down below. It's open. So what Deji could have Deji actually surprised me, guys. Work, okay? As Jake Paul was coming in, the stuff of the fight, Jake Paul versus he worked confidence too, so he had his hand down, he had his right glove up, I think he's up. He actually was swinging back. I thought he was gonna always back pedal, and Jake Paul's hands was down to land a good clean, not fighting like a champion, guys. He's actually very comfortable. I didn't think Jake Paul would be that comfortable, because he could have used Jake Paul. How could he have won? There's a few things that he could have did. Like I said, for one, when it was crazy, I could have done. I wasn't expecting Jake Paul to be that comfortable as he was. I thought he'd probably be more since he had that, ability in the wrestling and had that experience, he won. He did something right to win the fight, right? But anyway, guys, throw more punches. Obviously, need more energy, more stamina. Jake Paul had his hand down, hands up, but Deji actually good, okay? If you a shorter fighter, you want and fire, and I know a lot of people seen stuff about it. Deji surprised me 100%. He's gonna be swinging down, so if you moving on like this, you on the gate, he actually did good, and to fire him back on the ropes, guys. He probably affected those things. He could have went way good if he worked hard, so it was pretty good. Not blocking his face. If he had more stamina, like I said, he could have moved, as you can see, on hitting him, and he wasn't gonna throw swings like that. I don't know, guys, but Deji leaning, he was just too tired. So if his stamina was a little more orthodox, I'm not sure easily, but he could have. Why is this guy just jumping everywhere? Why is he moving so much? Man, what a fight! Alright, guys, so we are back with another video, and about that, I already know for sure. On one person in grappling, he could got differently to win the fight, guys. Make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. Jake Paul is a little obviously the taller guy, because he gonna be swinging like a professional boxer. So think he could work on more is his stamina, guys. No, God. Yes, it was worth as always, He did good with exchanging back, which is good. He didn't just take it. He got stamina-wise and stuff like that. Jake Paul is down. So he threw back, just stay there and just take the hits over and over. He actually swung a bit, okay? Another technique he could have used for his advantage and to win the fight back. But another thing he could have did was, moving your head. He gonna be Jake Paul, so confident in his so better. He could have moved around Jake more. He could have like threw more years upon years and years.
No. 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 No.